Hey everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Imagination Megapark. In the last few episodes I worked on this snowy area, the frozen fields, and I think we're already nearing completion for this area, which I think is a really nice thing. Now in this episode I want to work on the science station again, and I'm going to add something over in this area. Now what I was thinking of building is something like like a space center, but with an actual space in between, and we'll have some guests float there in the middle in some interesting ways. But you will see that later in this episode. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is work a bit on the border between this area and the Mystery Marsh, and I think we can also do a bit of work on the border between this area and the frozen field. Now, before I start any building, let's go name some more handymen after some of my commenters. And if you also want to be a handyman in the park, just leave some fun and interesting comments. Alright, we have 3 more handymen named after commenters. And like I said, if you also want to be a handyman in the park, just leave some fun and interesting comments. Alright, time to start building. Alright, I've now created a border all around this area of the park. Now, I might still change it a bit later, but I think it's already good to have at this point in time. Now, I also did the border along the frozen fields. Now, I decided to extend the frozen fields a bit more in this direction, since I only had a small strip of land here, and I didn't really know what to do with it. So better to use this space for something else. I also extended this path a little bit over here, over this existing track for the Quantum Clash coaster. Because I think it would be better for the guests to get around here a little bit more easy. Now over here I'm going to build the new structure for the area, which I will call the Black Hole. Okay, the black hole has now been built. Now, here you can see the structure, mostly made of monorail track, but I also just put some of these platforms over here, and here at the bottom you can actually see this void color ground. Now, I also built 2 structures right next to it. This building kind of looks like a control tower. You can see this glass structure looking out over this black hole. And there's actually a toilet inside of the building here. Just put some of these invisible fence gates, these invisible fences with fence gates against the building just for decoration. I think it makes a pretty cool pattern. And over here, there's a little ice cream stall which sells astronaut ice cream. Okay, now that we have this building, of course, we'll need to give the guests a reason to go to this building. So for that, of course, I'm going to add some rides to it. Alright, the black hole area is now completed. Now, as you're able to see, I've created several things below here that look like stars and some planets or other planetary bodies. So that's the backdrop. I think that's pretty cool. And I've also added 3 rides to this area. Well, actually 4. Over here we have this top spin. And I've made the arms, well, everything except the carriage, I made it invisible. I basically copied this from Kazrak's ride creation contest entry. I thought it was really cool, and I thought it would be really fitting for this area. Now, over here, I've created 2 space rings rides. By the way, if you hear some pops in the background, I'm recording this on New Year's Eve. So then the Netherlands always turns into a war zone. So that's probably what you hear in the background. But yeah, over here I made 2 space rings rides. And again, when you make the track and the carriages invisible, then the guests just look like they're spinning around here. And I thought it would be really cool to have guests look like they're just spinning around like this in space. And finally, here I made this little coaster, but with invisible track. It's called Raging Rockets, and basically it's just a set of rockets which are just traveling around here. I gave them an invisible first car which is powered, so that's how they are able to make it through the track. So yeah, just like a powered coaster, they just travel over the invisible track here throughout this black hole station. Yeah, that's basically going to be it for this episode. Before I quit this episode, I think we should add another patron to this area. And I think it would be really cool to have an astronaut just floating around here in space. So that's what I will quickly do next. Right, this astronaut is now just walking around below here, and I will quickly name him after one of my patrons. Alright, Tempered Steel, thank you so much for the support on Patreon, it's really appreciated. And if you also want to become an entertainer in my park, you can find a link to my Patreon channel in the video description. It would be really appreciated. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. I wish you all a very happy 2024, and I think it will be fun to end this episode with a ride on this rocket coaster. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like this video. It would also really be appreciated, and if you want to see more videos like this one, you can always subscribe to my channel. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again in the next video. See you later.